Hey there, hot nerds! Welcome back to the first exciting entry of Character Chronicles by Hot Nerd Network. I'm your host, Hot Nerd Syd, and I'm thrilled to have you join me as we explore the personalities that bring the Barbie movie to life. I'm so excited for the start of this particular series as much as I love all the other ones on Hot Nerd Network. This one is super special to me, so cheers to it just off the strength that this was one of the main series that made me even kick off this network. I love talking about some personality, whether it's Myers-Briggs, Enneagram, Feminine Archetypes, Big Five, or so much more. I get thrown when anybody just comes to me and is like, oh, I've been trying to figure out this or trying to figure out that, and I'm able to help them unlock, why they might be feeling that way, or what they could possibly just learn about themselves that would resonate with them, so much more. So, yeah, I'm just excited to share these thoughts with you. I've been doing this personality research for years at this point, have developed quite a database, which will be used throughout this video and throughout many others. And yeah, I just am very excited and to get started. So let's actually do that. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and really hop into the vibrant world of the new Barbie movie, where we're going to be doing some analyzation of its most intriguing characters. Awesome. So Barbie. Oh, one. This is me. It's about to be like Barbie. This one. This is me. What we're going through today, we're going to be talking through a couple of different personality systems, and these cover quite the gamut. You'll see character stats like this next to all of the different characters that we're going to be diving into today. So for all of those who already know what all of this means, here's a little bit more about me. But for those who are just here for the ride and are looking to learn more about different personality systems, don't worry. Also, don't hold your breath, but we are going to be starting to break down what each and every single one of these letters and numbers actually mean. Awesome. So, now that we've established that, first let's just talk about Barbie. Barbie is more than just a doll. She's a personality powerhouse that many of us grew up with, igniting our imaginations and introducing us to the art of world building through character creation. My parents can tell you I used to be down there in my playroom doing any and everything when it came to Barbie, making up different storylines. Sometimes they would have plays, sometimes they would go on trips. Sometimes they would catch their man cheating on them. It would get really wild and crazy. But you see, Barbie wasn't just about her different careers and looks. She symbolized endless possibilities and diverse identities. Alongside her trusty sidekick, Ken, they were the stars of my childhood playtime. And today, we're about to unlock a treasure trove of personality traits hidden within the characters of the Barbie 2023 movie. So, I'll be using not one, not two, but three personality systems. The first one will be Myers Briggs, the second one will be Enneagram, and the third one will be Young Inspired. Shout out Carl Jung and my Jungian gang out there who love his theories. We're going to be looking into his theories on masculine and feminine archetypes as well. To dissect these personality stats of the vibrant characters that graced our screen, first we're going to be starting today with Stereotypical Barbie, played by Margot Robbie. I love this main character. Margot Robbie actually killed it when it came to bringing this character to life and making her feel super authentic to the Barbie I remember growing up with. Now, you might wonder how I'm pulling off this analysis and what is in my secret database. Well, my friends, we've harnessed the magic of data from IMDb and the personality database and even tapped into ChatGPT for some Jungian theory wisdom. We've left no stone unturned to bring you a comprehensive exploration. And when I say we, I mean me, myself, and I. As we embark on this adventure, I invite you to pay close attention to the connections and similarities between stereotypical Barbie and other well known figures within and beyond the Barbie universe that we'll also be exploring today. What character stats align with stereotypical Barbie and what diverges? I'll be your hot nerd guide explaining the nuances every step of the way. For today, we'll be focusing on similar characters within the adventure, comedy, and fantasy genres, as these are the genres the Barbie 2023 movie falls into according to IMDb, which you can see here. You'll notice a nifty little dot next to certain characters. Sorry, I forgot I had that animation. Um, these dots are going to be green, yellow, and red, like you can see here. And if you're wondering what those mean, green indicates that I've watched and analyzed these characters in depth. Yellow means I've caught a glimpse of their personality, but not the whole picture. And red, well, those are characters my system flagged for their intriguing traits, but I have not ever seen them in action. So I'd love to hear your experience with these characters and if my data poll was actually correct. So, man, rolling through this intro here. Now, this isn't just a one-way street. I want to hear from you too. Head over to each character's PDB page, I'll have it linked down in the bio, and cast your vote for what you think of their true personality traits. Don't hesitate to drop your thoughts in the comments section on PDB and below this video. Agree or disagree with my insights? Let's have a lively discussion about it with sources, please. I will be including my own sources here, so I'd love for you to include yours. Please don't go off the riff. I know we all love to do that. But if you have something to say or if you disagree with some of my insights, please include the source because I want to learn. I am still learning about personality to this day. This is something that I actively research. I do not claim to be an expert on it at all. I know there's a lot of you out there who probably know a lot more than me. So please teach me along the way and include your sources when you're talking to me. So let's brace ourselves for a journey through personality dimensions, iconic character traits, and a splash of nostalgia. Together, we'll uncover the depths of the characters in the Barbie 2023 movie, and who knows? You might just find a piece of yourself in one of them. Cheers to that. Okay, first up here is Stereotypical Barbie. Again, played by Margot Robbie, my girl. On PDB, Stereotypical Barbie's Myers-Briggs is currently voted to be an ESFJ. Do we agree with this? ESFJs are often called the caretaker, the provider, or the console for those who aren't familiar with what those particular combination of letters mean. So, just to break it down, we have extroversion for E, sensing for S, feeling for F, and judging for J. All together, again, those can be called the caretaker, the provider, or the console, and we'll get into the why in a second. I do just want to call out the other letter combination that you're seeing next to ESFJ, and that is referring to the function stacking of an ESFJ. So, for some people who study Myers-Briggs, they might look at E, S, F, and J as completely separate from one another, but I'm of the believing, as with a lot of other people who study this theory, that these letters and traits actually work together to form functions. So the dominant function, for example, for an ESFJ is FE, which means extroverted feeling. That means that the E and the F are coming together to work together to be the dominant trait for an ESFJ. I encourage you, and I'm encouraging myself to actually make a video that breaks down the functions. But if you don't know anything of what I mean, please go and check out the source in my link in my bio so that you can learn more about the functions and why you might see both the T and the N here, even though they don't appear in the letters E, S, F, and J. But for right now, if you just don't even want to think about all of that nuance, just know that ESFJs are often called the caretaker, the provider, or the console. And according to one of my favorite personality apps, Dimensional, shout out to Dimensional for all of my personality nerds out there. Please go and check that out and see what you think about their own tests. But they describe ESFJs as outgoing individuals with strong value systems. They perceive the world in black and white and tend to gravitate toward traditional systems and norms, basing their morality on the rules of the law. Perceived as kind hearted and sociable, caretakers are generally well liked by those around them. This is in part because the caretaker is always looking to support their peers. They take altruism very seriously and will always do their best to perform when assigned a task or asked to do a favor. Now, in relation to Barbie, stereotypical Barbie's strong value system really does align with the ESFJ traits quite perfectly. She perceives the world in black and white, often basing her morality on established rules of law. And this is evident in Barbie Land's matriarchal society, where stereotypical Barbie and her fellow Barbies hold important job positions and establish their own rules. This reflects their adherence to a system that they believe in, which is very, very aligned with ESFJ personality types. Barbie's caretaker nature shines through her role in Barbie Land. She takes altruism seriously, doing her best to perform her duties. Similarly, stereotypical Barbie's innate desire to support her peers and create harmony within the community resonates with the ESFJ's motivation to maintain good standing in relationships. Barbie's ability to influence and smooth out social discord, which you can see right here, aligns with her dominant FE, extroverted feeling. Again, those dominant functions coming into play. This is what that means. ESFJs, like Barbie, are amiable and supportive, going the extra mile to ensure people feel at ease. Barbie's interactions with other characters, including her efforts to empower her fellow Barbies and encourage cooperation, reflect her extroverted feeling driven approach. As a fun fact, ENFJs also have dominant extroverted feeling, and I am an ENFX, which means I resonate with both ENFJ and ENFP. So I have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to being a dominant extroverted feeler. Now, even though Barbie does showcase quite a lot of ESFJ traits, there are some distinctions that I would be remiss if I did not point them out that really stand out and could question the hypothesis that she is an ESFJ. I know I'm all over the place, but I have to really particularly say everything that I'm putting out here as far as research goes is a hypothesis. I really am encouraging you all to come in the comment section if you do disagree with anything that I'm saying. I am eager to hear more. And these might be some of the fuel as to why you might be actually Barbie might not be an ESFJ. So, stereotypical Barbie's journey of self discovery and questioning societal norms contrasts with the ESFJ's typical adherence to tradition. While ESFJs are more likely to support established systems, Barbie actually starts to challenge Barbie Land's existing structure, highlighting her willingness to go against the norm, kind of more like an ENFP, which I told you I also have some experience with. ENFPs, or the campaigner type, are known for their free spirited nature and tendency to challenge conventions. Like Barbie, they're not afraid to question the status quo. So, could she be an ENFP? Stereotypical Barbie's quest for independence also resonates with the spirit of any IXFP personality, and there are two personalities that fall within that archetype. There is the INFP personality and the ISFP personality. And fun fact, the shadow side of an ESFJ personality type is ISFP. Everything kind of fits together that way. That is because they have a completely flipped function stack. So remember the function stack that we looked at the last page, where it had dominant FE and secondary SI, tertiary NE, and maybe that is what auxiliary means. I think it actually means auxiliary when it's at the bottom, it's the fourth function, and that is TI when it comes to ESFJ. Um, everything is going to be flipped and also be in a completely different order when it comes to sorry, it's not going to be flipped. TI is not going to be first. My apologies. It's going to be FI that's first, and everything when you go down, SC being what's next, NI being tertiary, and TE being the auxiliary. That is going to be the function stack of an ISFP, and that is actually the shadow side of an ESFJ. And so, why I mentioned the shadows, because that often appears when it comes to personality. You have the ego and you have the shadow. And often they play within each other. Shout out my young yin gang. If you are able to acknowledge both of them and provide a balance, then you actually work towards being a self actualized person. And so in this case, it's quite amazing that she is showing some of the traits of what could be her shadow side as an ESFJ. It's a dynamic fusion that adds depth and complexity to her character, making her journey all the more relatable and inspiring. To thine own self be true is a motto that resonates with stereotypical Barbie's journey, reflecting the core essence of an FI dominant personality like an INFP or an ISFP. Barbie's determination to preserve her dignity and protect her values aligns perfectly with the empathetic and honorable nature of IXFPs. So, could she just be really a core IS or INFP? Let me know. Stereotypical Barbie's pursuit of independence and change aligns also with the ENFJ idealism. Whereas ESFJs, like Barbie, might focus more on practical support and solutions, stereotypical Barbie's evolution from an idealistic perspective to a more practical approach could showcase her growth and also showcase that she is an ENFJ. So, what's my final verdict on stereotypical Barbie's Myers-Briggs type? I agree with the PDB voters on this one. She is an ESFJ for all of the reasons that I mentioned before. Cool. So now let's move on to stereotypical Barbie's Enneagram type. On PDB, her Enneagram is currently voted a 9-wing 1. Do we agree with this? From the jump, I'm not too sure. Now, if you are an Enneagram type 9-wing with 1, your desire to appear is to be elusive. The desire to appear elusive isn't a prominent trait, though, in stereotypical Barbie's journey. As you can see here, she's actively involved in her society. She also challenges societal norms like an 8. She seeks independence and strives to make her presence and voice known more like a 7. And this all contrasts with the idea of elusiveness if she was indeed a 9 winged with 1. Now, with some aspects of the core fears that align with 9, such as fear of being inharmonious, overlooked, or shut out, Barbie's journey is actually more focused on her embracing her uniqueness, kind of more like a 4, and promoting change again like a 7, rather than avoiding conflict or maintaining peace at all costs like a 9 would. If that were the case, she probably would have needed a lot more pushing from Weird Barbie to actually leave Barbie Land. Now, Barbie's attention also doesn't predominantly go towards identifying with and merging with others like a 9 would. Instead, she seeks to stand out, challenge the status quo, and make a meaningful impact. Now, overall, while there may be some subtle connections, stereotypical Barbie's journey seems to deviate from the core aspects of Enneagram Type 9 Wing 1, especially in terms of conflict avoidance and elusiveness. So, her focus on empowerment, change, and challenging norms align more closely with other Enneagram types. So I am kind of giving her the red X here. But if she's not a core 9 wing 1, what is stereotypical Barbie's core Enneagram? Let's look at her instincts and Tritype for some clues. Whenever you are looking to spot a core Enneagram, I've learned from the queen of Tritype herself, Catherine Favreau, that it is important to first determine what that person's instinct stack is out of social, sexual, and self preservation. On PDB, Stereotypical Barbie's instinct stack is currently voted social sexual. Do we agree with this? Somewhat for me, somewhat. Now, I completely agree that stereotypical Barbie's dominant instinct is social. Stereotypical Barbie's journey involves challenging societal norms, seeking change for her social environment, and making an impact on her community, Barbieland. Her focus on independence, empowerment, and questioning the status quo aligns with the social instincts, drive for relationships, belonging, and group dynamics. Barbie's actions in the movie emphasize her connection with others and her desire to influence her social environment. Now, what I don't agree with is her secondary sexual instinct. Stereotypical Barbie's journey doesn't seem to strongly emphasize the intimate bonding and one on one relationships often associated with the sexual instinct. While she may develop close connections with specific characters, her main focus is on broader societal change rather than personal intimacy with friends, family, or romantic partners, potentially like Kim. It takes her the whole movie to even develop a somewhat strong connection to Ken, even though they were with each other almost the entire time. That entire time, stereotypical Barbie was concerned with her journey, which I absolutely love. Therefore, stereotypical Barbie to me is showcasing strong secondary self preservation energy. She displays traits of self assurance and leadership. These traits could be attributed to a secondary self preservation instinct instead of a sexual one. Her willingness to challenge norms and protect her values aligns with the self preservation instinct's drive for survival, protection, and resources. My final verdict is that Barbie is social self preservation instead of social sexual, with her last instinct coming in as sexual because, for those who don't know, everybody has all three, even though often only two are emphasized. And yeah, sexual just happens to be stereotypical Barbie's last tool in her instincts toolkit. The last instinct that she uses. Now, with the instincts clue in mind, let's see which Enneagram numbers in Barbie's tri-type might align more with her core than 9 Wing 1. Cool. The Enneagram Tritype, developed from the work of my girl Catty Favreau, proposes that individuals possess three Enneagram types that operate in a preferred order according to the centers of intelligence: the gut, the heart, and the mind. This combination shapes their defense strategies, influences their worldview, and provides insights into their life purpose, strengths, and blind spots, ultimately guiding personal growth and self awareness. No matter what the order, someone with the same tri-type as another can look way closer to each other in personality than those with the same core Enneagram. So it's super important to look at stereotypical Barbie's tri-type as a clue towards what could potentially be some other core Enneagrams for her, since she didn't seem to align with 9 Wing 1 as fluidly as she did with ESFJ. So, on PDB, stereotypical Barbie's gut type is currently voted a 9. Her heart type is currently voted a 2. And her mind type is currently voted a 7. And 7 has actually come up quite a bit when we were talking about the 9 Wing 1 core Enneagram. Do we agree? For me, the most part, I actually do agree with this tri-type, and I'll tell you why. Barbie's inclination to challenge societal norms and her journey of self-discovery demonstrate her caring and nurturing side as she's going through that dynamic. And she really is seeking to bring positive change to the worlds around her. She cares about her community and their well-being, and this all reflects the traits of a type 2. Twos, fours, and eights since they are on a similar line of connection, can often look a lot like one another in these ways. Remember when we were talking about 8 before and all of those traits that kind of align with 8? That could also really be the case for certain types of 2s. Barbie's optimism and enthusiasm for exploring new possibilities also align with the Type 7 traits. She embraces change and approaches challenges with the playful and enthusiastic spirit, as you can see here, when she was trying to tell herself to the group with Sasha in the high school scene. The part of stereotypical Barbie's tritype, though, that really still remains a question mark to me is if her gut center is a 9 or an 8. Now, in if she is to be a 2 and a 7, then I think it would behoove us to really dissect if she exhibits more of the 2-7-8 tri-type combination or more of the 2-7-9 tri-type combination. So when we're thinking about 2-7-8s, stereotypical Barbie exhibits qualities of an assertive and outgoing 2, akin to the 8 and the 7, which are also very much assertive types. This tri-type reflects an innovative and direct personality, and with a dash of 8ish energy, this Barbie embraces independence and assertiveness. She's not just content with being helpful, she's on the go, actively doing for others, much like a dynamic 8. Her core fears range from being perceived as worthless or needy to facing emotional pain and a limitation. This tri-type embodies strength, determination, and a zest for life. Now, another fitting tri-type for stereotypical Barbie is 2-7-9. Sorry, this is what I meant to show for 2-7-8. But another fitting tri-type for stereotypical Barbie is 2-7-9, where her upbeat and positive nature shines through. This innovative and accepting 2 resonates with the joyful vibes of a 7. Her great sense of humor and cheerful demeanor mirror the happy 2, while her desire for friendliness aligns with traits of a 7. Her focus on avoiding emotional pain resonates with the core fears of this tri-type, encompassing emotional distress, limitations, and a sense of positive atmosphere. So, based on this analysis, I personally believe stereotypical Barbie seems to align more closely with the Enneagram Tritype 2-7-9, the innovative and accepting 2. Her upbeat and positive nature focuses on avoiding emotional pain, as she's trying to do when she's clawing out of Barbie Land to fix this, and desire for friendliness and harmony resonate well with the core fears and qualities of this tri-type. This tri-type captures her cheerful and optimistic demeanor, making it a strong candidate for her primary Enneagram tri-type alignment. Even though type 9 resonates the most out of the gut center Enneagram types, though, to me, I still definitely don't think that this is her core Enneagram. I believe stereotypical Barbie's core Enneagram is a 2, type 2, wing 1. Now, if you are an Enneagram type 2 with the 1 wing, you desire to appear elegant. You see yourself as classic, graceful, healthy, appropriate, and efficient. Remember when she was going down and flying through and getting through Barbie Land? The dynamics of a dominant social instinct 2 also align better than a dominant social instinct 9, given that social 2s are ambitious, aspirational, and devoted. Now, stereotypical Barbie's caring, supportive, and empathetic nature aligns with the nurturing qualities of a type 2. She strives to positively affect others and seeks to be seen as a loving and helpful person. Barbie's willingness to support others and provide advice resonates with the nurturing tendencies of a type 2. Barbie's desire to be appreciated, noticed, and valued aligns with the core need of a type 2. Both emphasize seeking attention, admiration, and a sense of being special to others. Barbie's tendency to go out of her way to fulfill others' desires outside of Ken's mirrors the type 2's focus on meeting others' needs. Stereotypical Barbie's emphasis on relationships, connection, and creating rapport amongst her fellow Barbies reflects the heart centered focus of a Type 2. She enjoys being instrumental in helping others, which is in line with a Type 2's tendency to be the power behind the throne, which was Gloria, and to offer support to those in need. But um, next, I would love to dissect this character's personality through the final lens of feminine archetypes. And this is the final personality system lens, by the way. So, now, there are 7 feminine archetypes. We have the mother, we have the maiden, we have the sage, the lover, the huntress, the queen, and the mystic. Ooh. Here I have given my own proposal on what I believe are Barbie's top 3 feminine archetypes, which are maiden, queen, and lover. And here's why. For the maiden, Barbie's initial curiosity and desire for self discovery, as she questions her role in Barbie Land and embarks on a journey of personal growth and transformation, really is giving maiden energy. At the beginning, Barbie's naivety about the complexity of the real world and her own potential challenges, her own potential actually challenges her progress. Her innocence and lack of real world experience initially impacts her decisions, especially when she gets read by Sasha. She really, you know, loses some will in that, which is also associated with the maiden archetype. Barbie's innocent and playful nature is evident as she approaches new situations with a sense of wonder and openness, embracing the adventure ahead. Now, as Barbie takes on a leadership role and seeks to bring about change in Barbie Land, she exemplifies the queen archetype's gifts of leadership and personal power. At certain points in her journey, Barbie confronts challenges related to control, particularly in the face of resistance to her ideas. These challenges mirror aspects of the queen archetype. Barbie's growing confidence and ability to inspire those around her align with the queen archetype's energy of confidence and uplifting influence. As Barbie forms deep connections with others and discovers her capacity for love and emotional depth, she embodies the lover archetype's gift of passion and intimacy. Barbie's journey involves challenges related to commitment, especially her commitment to her own beliefs and values, her need for validation from others, and her struggle to find her true path align with this archetype. Barbie's ability to attract and connect with those around her, both platonically and a bit romantically, reflects the lover's archetype, magnetic and sensual energy. One small note here, though, is it is important to understand the differences between the lover feminine archetype and the sexual Enneagram instinct. Because you might be thinking, well, Hunter said, you just said that sexual was the end of her instinct stacking. So how could she have a lower sexual instinct of 1 to 1 versus or a tertiary lover instinct, but it's more dominant than other, sorry, lover feminine archetype, where therefore it would be more dominant than about how many mental math, 4 other feminine archetypes that she potentially could be. The reason why I still believe she is a lover, um, or her tertiary feminine archetype is lover, is because instincts are more about an individual's drive, goals, and triggers, versus feminine archetypes are more about an individual's energy. I absolutely love that even though Barbie was almost the perfect embodiment of a rom com character with the maiden, with the queen, with the lover energy, she did not have a personal drive or instinct for romantic love or 1 to 1 connections. So I really give kudos to Greta and her team for giving her this magnetic energy without her feeling the need to use that or move through life in that way. So, to cap off stereotypical Barbie's uh, feminine archetype analysis, I really, really would love to just say first that she's the maiden queen lover. And I'm really excited to actually start to talk about now which character she's the most similar to. And as I'm going through, again, notice how each character's stats align and differ with those of stereotypical Barbies up top. Now, first, let's take a look at a character already from the Barbie universe, Blair Willows from Barbie Princess Charm School, which I personally have not seen. So, for those who have, again, hit that comment section if you actually agree with this. Does she actually resonate with stereotypical Barbie? My system said that she did. She had a pretty similar character ranking. Both characters have a strong social orientation and place significant emphasis on their relationships with others. They thrive when they are part of a community and enjoy connecting with people around them. Stereotypical Barbie's social self preservation stacking and Blair's social sexual stacking both reflect their desire for social interactions and a sense of belonging, even though they might appear slightly different. Both stereotypical Barbie and Blair exhibit a natural inclination to help and nurture those around them. They find joy and purpose in supporting others and making a positive impact on their lives. Stereotypical Barbie's 2-wing 1 and Blair's 2-wing 3 Enneagram types align with their nurturing and caring tendency. And as their stories progress, both characters have to step into leadership roles. Stereotypical Barbie challenges the norms of Barbieland and aims to empower herself and others like a queen, while Blair learns to embrace her royal heritage, literally like a queen, and takes on a leadership role in Princess Charm School. They both demonstrate a growth in confidence and a willingness to lead. Both characters undergo a journey of self discovery and personal growth. Stereotypical Barbie questions her identity and societal norms, leading to her transformation, while Blair learns about her true heritage and strengths at Princess Charm School. These journeys help them better understand themselves and their potential. You go, girls. Now, let's take a look at another character. This one from the adventure genre, and also one of my personal favorites, Starfire from Teen Titans. Whew, I have to go off about why I love Starfire. Cheers to her, just because she was one of the first characters that I saw within animation, and as a young girl who was developing her personality, that I felt really resonated with me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll talk about you'll see as we go through why or some of her traits, and probably start to get a reason as to why. So when it comes to stereotypical Barbie and Starfire, hold on, just gotta take my sip and cheers. Both characters value their relationships and seek to create positive and harmonious connections with others. Stereotypical Barbie's social self preservation stacking and Starfire's social sexual stacking reflects their strong social orientation and desire for meaningful interactions. Both characters exude a positive and playful energy. They approach life with enthusiasm and maintain a joyful demeanor, even in challenging situations. And this uplifting maiden energy has a positive impact on those around them. Stereotypical Barbie challenges the norms of Barbie Land in her quest for self discovery and change, and similarly, Starfire, as a member of the Teen Titans, often challenges villains and threats to protect her friends and the city, even ones that go against her own traditions. They both exhibit courage and a willingness to stand by for what they believe is right. And I actually meant stand up. Stand up! Okay. All right, next, let's take a look at a character from the comedy genre, which is a fairly new one, Enid Sinclair. Now, oh, don't know why I did that. Now, Enid Sinclair, like stereotypical Barbie, both of them value friendship and loyalty. They are willing to go to great lengths to support and stand by their friends, even in challenging situations. Enid's loyalty to Wednesday mirrors the loyalty that stereotypical Barbie shows to those she cares about. Both characters grapple with insecurities, even though they may outwardly appear confident. Stereotypical Barbie challenges the norms of her world, while Enid deals with her own transformation and insecurities as a werewolf. This shared theme adds depth to both of their characters and highlights their resilience. Stereotypical Barbie's willingness to challenge the status quo, and Enid's acts of bravery in saving Wednesday and confronting challenges both reflect their selfless and courageous sides. Their actions show their determination to do what's right and protect those they care about. Awesome. Now, finally, let's talk and take a look at a character from the fantasy genre who I feel has one of the most similar storylines to Barbie in this entire character list, and that is Giselle from Enchanted. Both Giselle and stereotypical Barbie embark on journeys of self discovery and personal growth. Stereotypical Barbie challenges the norms of her world, while Giselle is literally forced to transition from a fairy tale realm like Barbie Land to the real world in New York City, leading to valuable insights and development. Giselle's transition from an animated fairy tale world to the bustling streets of New York parallels stereotypical Barbie's journey from Barbie Land to LA, Venice Beach. Both characters serve as bridges between different worlds, and their unique experiences processing these chat changes challenge conventions in each of their different worlds. Both characters possess a natural charm that draws people to them, demonstrating both of their connections to the lover archetype. Stereotypical Barbie's leadership and charisma parallel Giselle's ability to captivate others with their charisma and friendly demeanor. The only difference I see is that Giselle had more of a romantic quest, whereas again, Barbie does not. And she didn't have to. And I really, really love that. Now, that's a wrap on our in depth exploration of stereotypical Barbie's character stats from the 2023 Barbie movie. I hope you enjoyed this captivating journey through her Myers-Briggs, Enneagram, and feminine archetypes, and the fascinating connections we uncovered to other characters in similar genres. But y'all, this is where you come in. I want to hear your thoughts and insights. Did I hit the mark in understanding stereotypical Barbie's character, or do you see her in a slightly different light? Drop your comments below and let's start a vibrant discussion. Your perspective matters to me, and I'm eager to learn from you, like I said. Awesome. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you to hit that like button. And if you enjoyed this deep dive and found it thought provoking, please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you won't miss out on future explorations into the characters of the Barbie 2023 movie. Your support means the world to me for each and every one of my community that is listening to this. Just know I'm very, very excited to have you a part of this and um, just thankful for your support always. Lastly, just know if I haven't said it 50 million times in this same video, I want your input. Who should be the star of my next character deep dive from the Barbie 2023 movie? Just know that I made the same character stat sheet like I did for Barbie for each and every one of the main characters within the Barbie 2023 movie. There's still Ken, there's still President Barbie, there's still Gloria, Sasha, Alan, so many different people to still explore. So drop your suggestions in the comments for who I should do next, and I'll take your votes into consideration for my upcoming Character Chronicle videos. Thank you for joining me on this first entry into the Character Chronicles from Hot Nerd Network, where I unraveled the mysteries of a stereotypical Barbie and dove deep into her personality. Until next time, keep the discussions alive, keep exploring, and keep being the awesome hot nerds that you are. Bye.